Hi there piglets, it's Brody here, otherwise known as Porcine Assembly Line, and welcome to the first ever Golden Pig review show. So how this is going to work is I've gone through all the submissions that were sent in over the past week or so. I've picked the 3 tracks that I like the most. I'm going to play those for you in no particular order. After each track, I'll give a bit of feedback, what I liked, what I didn't like, what worked for me personally. And then after we've gone through all 3 songs, I'm going to pick the one song out of the 3 that were chosen, and that one will be the Golden Pig for the week. So that's the format that we're going with for now. It might change over time, but it's kind of fun. It's a little bit weird, it's a bit cheesy, it's a bit like me. So yeah, we'll do that. So the first track that we're going to look at this week is from a band in the UK called By Pimps, and the track is an instrumental, and it is called Large Windmill, Impregnated and Running on Ball Bearings. I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. This is the track now. enjoyed that because I really did. Yeah, that was Large Windmill, Impregnated and Running on Ball Bearings by By Pimps, and that's from their self-titled debut, which is obviously called By Pimps. Yeah, so the things that I really enjoyed about that track, the energy is just amazing. It's so upbeat and uplifting and dancey, and I have to apologise for my dancing because I looked a little bit like a elderly person at the pokies, I imagine, which if you're not Australian you might not get that reference, but check it out. It's pretty funny, really. You know, an elderly person who wins a jackpot on a poker machine, they just do a little dance like that. Technically, song was brilliant, or track was brilliant. It's the guitar part alone is just really cool. Has this kind of almost Zappa style to it, I feel, and also the drums are just very tight, very proficient, which I liked. It's got plenty of variety, lots of different parts, but they sort of blend quite well together from part to part, which is always nice. Some people struggle with transitions. I like the way it was handled in this track. Probably most importantly is that it is weird as fuck, which is really important to me because that's the kind of music I enjoy the most. Yeah, so By Pimps, if you like really weird music. I've listened to the rest of the album and it's all good. If you like weird stuff like I do, you'll like that album. The only thing that I could say as a bad, and it's not even really necessarily a bad or criticism at all, is the mix is a little rough and boomy, which kind of fits with the nature of the track, and fits with the general sound I'm hearing from By Pimps. So take that as it may. Some people won't like that style of sound, but if that's the case, you're probably not going to enjoy By Pimps anyway. So good work, guys. I've included in the description links to find By Pimps on social media as well as Bandcamp, and I've tagged them in this post so they can share it with their own friends. Alright, so the next track that we're going to look at is from another UK act called Act of Love. This one's a little bit different. It's a little bit different to the last one. Different style of music. The song is called Looking for the Light, and let's take a listen to it now.
Sleep
Isn't that just really, really fucking pretty? I think so. That was Looking for the Light by Active Love out of the UK. What can I say about that? The good side, I mean, the vocals are fantastic. I really like the way that is sung. It's just awesome. It's just a beautiful song, I have to say. You know, very pretty, and it's got that laid back sort of sway to it. It's just really nice. And it's a well crafted song, you know, the flow of it from section to section is really good. You know, it's got that recurring, you know, the chorus is just sort of seem to fall where they need to fall. It doesn't feel like it's forced to a structure or anything like that. It's just really good. You know, it's maybe a little simpler than what I usually enjoy, but once I heard it, you know, listening through the tracks that these guys sent through to me, and once I heard that one, I was like, yeah, that's the one for me. It's just great. And I would say, you know, it reminds me a little bit of some of the softer songs from Radiohead back in the 90s. You know, like High and Dry and No Surprises, that sort of feel, which is good. I don't think there's enough music along those lines coming out these days. So, good work, Act of Love. Okay guys, for the final track for this week, I had to make a last minute substitution. The band that was sending through the track that was going to be in this place didn't get it through to me in time. So they've been moved to next week, and I'm reviewing this one instead. The band that made this track is called Eater of the Sky. They're a local band from my area, from Victoria in Australia. And the track is called Mungo, which is M.U.N.G.O, and I think another dot there on the end. If you enjoy heavy music, this is probably the one out of this review show that's it's going to do it for you. They're quite a talented band. I have known these guys for some time, I would like to disclose. Actually played briefly with 2 out of the 3 guys in this band at various times in the past, but still planning on remaining objective about which track I like the most. So without any further bullshit from me, here is Mungo by Eater of the Sky.
me in the end. So in the end, no apologies. To all along the way, I promised nothing, so it was natural all the way. Look me in the eye, so hard to read, I can't read. This anxiety is really getting to me. I look away to catch my breath. That's when you reach the hand, catch my flame, catch me in the end. So in the end, no apologies. To all along the way, I promised nothing, so it was natural all the way.
Yeah, I really enjoy that one. I saw that one when they released the EP that it's off live, and it's awesome to watch live as well. If you're Australian and you're within driving distance of somewhere where you can check out Eater of the Sky, do yourself a favour and just do it. Okay, so I guess the good about that track, the three main instruments, the guitar, the bass and the drums, they're working so well together. It's very tight, very well rehearsed. But and very polished sounding in the recording as well, but without detracting from, yeah, the weird and chaotic energy that the band has as a whole. So that's, you know, that's a plus. For me, you know, one of the parts that I usually least enjoy about modern heavy music is I'm tired to death of fucking breakdowns, but yeah, Eda somehow makes them still sound good to me. You know, but being as objective as I possibly can, you know, I'm over breakdowns, but that one sounded pretty good. And then it led into that sort of weird follow-up section, which was very unusual for a heavy song, but still sounds very, very cool. I don't really have any faults to point out with that one. It's a solid track. It's my favourite track off that EP. So yeah, it's just a good song. I hope you enjoyed it, because I certainly did. So, on to the final part of the Golden Pig review shows, which is the eponymous Golden Pig. I have given this a lot of thought. I was up quite late last night deliberating over which track out of the three that I've reviewed today I like the most. And loath as I am to do it, given that I you know, I don't want to feel like I'm you know, just giving the award to friends of mine, I really have to give it to Mungo by Eater of the Sky. It's just an awesome track, and it, you know, to me personally, it feels better than the other two tracks I've reviewed. I've got my own taste. Everybody's got their own taste, but for this week, the Golden Pig is Mungo by Eater of the Sky. Tell your friends that Eater have a golden pig. So, if you want me to review your stuff and possibly win a golden pig, which has no monetary or sentimental value whatsoever, send your music to the email address that you'll find in the description, and each week I pick out the best three and video review and share the tracks with the people that know me, and some people that don't. So, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next week. Again, I'm Brody, otherwise known as Porcine Assembly Line. You can find my music on via my Facebook page, my website, and so on and so forth. It's on all the major streaming services. And yeah, send me your shit.